Go over on how to shave your head. So I've been starting to shave my head now for probably over a couple years, I think it was. And it was one of those things, like whenever I was going to college, I actually started losing my hair pretty early. And it was actually before I could even drink, which kind of sucked at that point in time. And I remember being 20 years old, like trying Rogaine and all this shit, and just being like, oh god, man, this is sad. I can't even drink, and yet I am losing my hair. So yeah, it was definitely a tough gig starting out, but then, you know, as time has gone on, I kept on cutting my hair shorter and shorter and shorter, till finally I just decided to say, you know what, fuck it, let's go ahead and give it a shot and shave my head. And don't get me wrong, I was terrified to do it at first. So now that I've been doing it for a little bit, I definitely strongly recommend for guys to give it a shot if you're ever on the edge. And it's just one of those things, like, it feels like such a burden off your shoulders once you actually do, like, finally shave your head, which is kind of weird, but was definitely just one of those, like, really empowering things that was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to the bathroom and then just use some clippers first, really just to kind of cut down the hair all the way. Because I find that if you use like a Gillette razor, which I personally like to use whenever shaving my head, is that it will actually not get clogged so long as you have shorter hair follicles on the top of your head. So, and you could definitely use a double-edged safety razor or a straight edge razor that's just like the single blade kind. Personally, I feel like whenever dealing with a head with a lot of, you know, it's just a ball really, and so there's not like these nice smooth surfaces that you have on your face, you're definitely prone to probably getting nicked a little bit more, although there's tons of YouTube tutorials on how to go ahead and go about doing that. But if it's your first time, I would personally stick to the cartridge, and like I said, I've been doing this now for a while now, and it's something that I definitely recommend to use on your first go around. So let's go ahead and just get some clippers out, shave down the head a little bit, and then go ahead and use a cartridge razor to clean everything up. Alright, so now we're in my bathroom here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get a pair of clippers, go straight against all the way on the lowest setting, and just shave everything off my head, and then jump in the shower. So I just jumped out of the shower, put on a quick t-shirt, and so now I'm ready to go ahead and shave my head. So to get started, actually what I did before I jumped in the shower is I went ahead and actually tossed in a shaving brush into the sink. This helps make sure that the shaving brush will be able to absorb the water as well as the shaving cream, so hopefully it will make a little bit better of a lather. So before I actually go ahead and start shaving, what I like to do is actually put on a little bit of pre-shave oil. So I have a bottle of it right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of pumps into my hand here. And then just go ahead and spread it out. And so this actually helps build a lubrication between the shaving cream and the blade. Or below the shaving cream rather. Just generally helps have a little bit better of and more comfortable of a shave, so you'll have a little bit less skin irritation whenever you're done. Because I noticed that whenever I shave, I get some irritation right in my back, behind on the back area of my head right here. And so it just adds a little bit more comfort. So there we go, we have a good, like, nice thin coating. You're not looking for anything too crazy. So now I'm just going to go ahead and give my shaving brush a few shakes. And then I'm just going to put in a little bit of shaving cream right into the brush. So I'm using like a Cremo shaving cream I picked up right at the Dwayne Reed or like a Walgreens right down the corner for me. So I'm just putting a little bit into the tip of the brush here. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of a circular motion here. And as I go around, get a nice little coating. I think that should just about do it. Make sure you get neck area, the top of the head. Alright, So I'm just going to go ahead and set this to the side because we might need to use it to touch up a few areas. So now I have my blade. Again, I'm just using a straight up cartridge razor. I don't know, Gillette something or another. I think it's like the Fusion maybe. I don't know what it's called. But I'm just going to go ahead and use that and run some water under it and then just start making the passes with the razor. Pretty straightforward stuff. And since I shaved beforehand with the clippers, you can notice I'm making really long passes without much trouble. If I didn't shave, I probably would have only been able to make it to like about right there before it would have been clogged. But now since it's a little bit short of a hair follicle, I can go the entire length, which makes the process a little bit easier and less frustrating, really. And for the back area, what I'm just doing is I'm actually just feeling with my fingers the hair lines. And you can tell right once you start shaving what area's been shaved and which area might have a little bit of hair left over from whenever you're just making the front passes. So you just want to just essentially feel it out and then make the appropriate passes upwards. And then also get your neck hair in there while you're at it. So that's about it whenever it comes to actually like shaving your head with a pre-shave oil, shaving cream, and just a regular cartridge razor. Now, just a few things to note. First off, as far as like with a pre-shave oil, they really can be used both pre and post shave. I write about this a lot on the website as well too, because the pre-shave oils actually contain a lot of really great nutrients, a lot of all natural products such as like castor oil or jojoba oil or grapeseed oil. And then also you have like the shaving creams as well too also provide a lot of really rich moisture that help provide you with a really comfortable skin. So it can actually be really beneficial just for the long-term health of your skin. And then of course, just the regular cartridge blade, again, that's just more so you don't get nicked up. And you can definitely use a double-edged razor. There's plenty of guys that do, but I would just recommend using a cartridge razor because it works no problem whatsoever. And the shaving brush just makes better for application, and it also lifts up the hairs as well too to make sure that the razor glides right through it. But that's about it whenever it comes to actually just shaving with a shaving your head bald. Again, totally love it. Feels great, especially in the summertime. Just make sure you definitely use a sunblock whenever you go outside because long-term damage is no fun. So until then, you guys have a good one. Take care.